What's rocking, guys? Welcome to another player growth test. Here I'll be taking a look at João Palhinha, the 19-year-old CDM who starts at a 69 overall. Very good stats to start out with. I actually also think he could probably play some center back for you, and you'll see why later on, especially as he starts to grow here. 6'3", very good frame, right foot and medium work rate, 4-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. You can see he's very strong, some good jumping, couple that with his height, and that really comes into play. Good stamina, not the greatest exactly, but I mean it's pretty solid. Has the potential to be very good in the future, as well as good aggression and interceptions, as well as tackling and marking aren't too bad, and is very strong technically. As you can see, you move up to an 80 overall here in your 2020. Very good growth, a lot stronger, 90 strength, 74 jumping. Good aggression, interceptions. You can see ball control, passing are very respectable, as well as marking and tackling attributes. And because you know that his stats, I really do think playing him at center back would be a good idea, especially in a three-man backline, because he'll have an opportunity to be a little bit more on the ball, take advantage of that passing in a three-man backline, especially. You see, he actually scored a lot of goals too. He scored a couple here for me, and you'll see them in the highlights. Kind of weird because his stats weren't the best offensively per se, but he hit some great shots, and you see this is certainly one of them here, putting this one in the back of the nets, in the side netting. A great hits from that angle, and you can see him getting a little bit of luck here, being able to latch on that after a poor touch, and puts that in the back of the nets for the very solid finish. That's another very good finish from him. So you can certainly get forward a bit if needed, but I mean, CDMs, if you have them naturally set, you don't mess with the settings. How the CDM set a little bit, just like directly above the center backs. They tend to push forward a lot more than they should. Played a good pass there in that last highlight, and he pushed the guy off the ball here. Very good track back, of course. That strength comes into play a lot. There were a few more highlights I could have shown of that, but I didn't want to show the same highlight over and over again. Here at age 30, though, 85 overall. Incredible strength and jumping stamina is very solid. Good interceptions and aggression and ball control, marking, tackling, short power, short pass are great as well. But you can take a look at his play information again very shortly there. In his specialties, he does have tackling strength, and I really do think playing him as a center back would be a pretty good idea, especially maybe in the middle of a three-man back line where you have some faster center backs as a left center back and right center back, and him in the middle, have him on the ball a little bit more. Reminds me kind of like a Rafa Marquez type, who's really good technically, and pretty solid, marking, tackling, good passing and the like. I think you could be that type of center back, really command a three-man back line as well as play as a CDM. But I would recommend taking a good look at him. He's a very solid player, like the way he played, very well rounded in many stats that are key for defenders and center defensive mids. With that, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.